Hey everybody, I got some good news. You know, for a while I've been asking the universe, cosmos, or whatever, like, man, it would just be so nice if I had some academics to talk to, to help me really understand what happens in my shamanic work. And that it's 99% of what I do is by instinct. Most of the things I've done with people that had terminal illness, the cancers, and even AIDS, I'd listen to the story and then I'd just get picture by picture of what to do, how to think, and always with great results. And there's a part that says, oh, well, you're trusting in the shamanic flow, your spirit guides or whatever. But the trust part I can go along with, the spirit guides, because I don't believe anything I don't see, can't touch, didn't smell, or didn't see happening in front of me, or that I didn't hear about from someone I do absolutely trust. Okay, so I'm real scrutinous, I guess is the word for that. Well, in the past couple of years, I had met two women that were in the shamanic scene that were chemical engineers. One of them, Elisa Glesvalle, is a shaman that served in apprenticeship. And so we have these long, deep conversations about the chemistry of shamanism. And then recently, I was contacted by Dr. Lana Morrow, and she's a neuroscientist and has extensive work. It's amazing I haven't heard about her yet, but I don't pay too much into the scene. But today, this morning, was another conversation. It was just like, oh, thank you, because I gave her several examples of things that I would do when I was working with cancer patients, or one in particular, probably my biggest healing thing that I did with someone, with a woman with full-blown AIDS, only had a couple weeks to live, according to the doctor, did everything against my medical friend's advice, and they don't do this, Hawk. We had a sweat lodge, and far from a normal sweat lodge in many ways, but I told Lana about how this happened and how this went along and the story with this woman. And I'm like, I'd love to understand it. What's your neuroscientist point of view? And she went right into the processes of the organs and these things that happen in there, and gave it more of her version of a shamanic perspective of how I played in that application and initiation of the process that happened in this woman's body. And like I said, after this woman couldn't get up or down on her own. We had to help her. And a month later, she looked like the perfect health, and she lived at least another 10 years that I know about after that. Right? And so Lon and I were talking over the last week or so about how we could get together. So we're going to start doing some YouTube videos. Both of us are technosaurs. It's hard for us to keep up with the technology. So we're asking and enlisting other people or paying other people to help in this part of it. But I got a feeling we're going to have some really interesting material to show up here. And we're actually thinking about doing a live, presentation at a venue in Austin, because I'm about half hour or so north of Boston. And looking forward to that. I also want to invite other academics, or if you know someone that's an academic that's technical, in their career, but have that little bit of a spiritual curiosity about shamanism and other things that are metaphysical, but don't want to go the foo-foo normal route to get to the new age crowd, right? I welcome the input from those people, because I feel now that my audience, at least, a lot of them are academics that are really hungry for that scientific explanation behind the scenes of what happens and what they would see as miracles, per se. Because I've asked other medical doctors and other medical specialists, when I tell them, or they know about my work and they've seen my work. Actually, there were two women in Germany that had cancer and came to me. When I asked one woman, I'm like, why are you coming to see me? And her very quickly answered, I have children. Okay, well, what she didn't say is, I want to live. The other thing she didn't say directly is, I don't trust my career platform. And so I had very positive results with her and the other woman as well. And then when I asked them, like, what do you think happened through the process? And they couldn't give me the answer. I wish I knew. I wish I knew how to explain it to my colleagues, but I don't. And of course, that's always asked me to ask the cosmos, please, you know. And now it's all coming together in this beautiful way with these connections from different academics, from different realms of their expertise. So we'll see how we do with the videos, and I'll load them up on this channel. Again, we can expect to be shadow banned and whatnot because we're taking away, excuse me, no. And since I don't edit my stuff, you'll see that, okay? And so we'll get shadow banned because we're taken away from the mainstream medical, frontier, whatever you want to call that, and putting power back in the people their own hands. And we're showing them that, especially in my approach to this, I want to show people that all these things that I do are not really miracles per se. I consider it normal human capacity if you allow it to happen, if you unblock yourself, you know, to allow these thoughts and these things to come through you. You know, when people say universe guides you or whatever, again, I have no proof of that, so I'm not going to say it, you know. And over the years, and again, I come from a very traditional shamanic training background, I got away from that, and now I'm more into the I don't know phase. I follow my gut, my intuition, and it seems to work out just great. So that's on the shamanic end. But I still have this craving, and perhaps it's because I'm a triple Aries. I just have to know. I need something to satisfy my left brain curiosity. So again, you know, we'll keep you guys updated. Check out, if you're not on my Instagram, I have Shaman Hawk on the Instagram, and I do these updates there. Dr. Lana Morrow, Morrow. I guess I should hashtag that, but just keep up. I'll go ahead and do more videos on that. But again, you know, it's like I feel like, you know, I've been in this solitude, this cocoon here on this farm as I'm building my boat. But as I'm in the ending phase of that, it's like the doorway is to open up into my shamanic life again, you know, but in a completely different chapter. And I'm hoping that it takes more of a scientific turn to it, because I really believe that the more that I can understand the technical part about what happens in the human experience, the physiology, then I'll be able to fine-tune my work even more, because I'll be able to visualize the process happening in the body. I wish I had had more technical psychiatry information. I don't even know if that exists, you know. I guess it's all machine fed and whatever. But anyway, for you people in that realm of expertise, I'd love to hear from you as well. All right. Anyway, back outside doing mundane farm work, boat building things, and so on. I'll catch you guys later.